Hi guys,
Hi.
welcome to another episode of Chat
Chat
Bus.
Bus.
So yeah,
Hey.
we back. It's Friday here for us in Cape Town, and also in South Africa. It's a very warm summer day.
Home is very hot here outside though.
It's
Ooh.
very hot outside here, so yeah. So get yourself some suckers, some what do we call
Yeah.
suckers, and get yourself some
Cool,
something
like something
clothing,
to
yeah.
cool you down.
Because what we're going to say today is gonna really it's something that will draw your attention. It's gonna be a hot topic. It's a very hot topic,
topic.
eh? It's still summer here by us, yeah. But so today is actually the
We're
first
gonna-
day of
yeah.
autumn. No, not autumn.
So-
What do you call after summer? After summer, what you get after summer, it is autumn. It's actually autumn, eh? You
Yeah.
get spring before summer, and before winter you get autumn. That's a nice one. So guys, welcome you. It's first of March. We are in the fourth episode of Chat Bus, and guys, some of us are getting out of the time because time is very flying. So yeah, we're not gonna take any of your time. So we're gonna jump right in. You are back with me, Eddie, in the house, and then you are with
Joanne.
yes, and we're ready
Jojo.
Jojo. She has a new name. Usually I told you she has a new name. Jojo in the house, and
Jojo.
we are gonna speak about
Fear.
fear now. Fear
Yes.
actually. Take it away.
Fear.
Tell us fear. What fear? Fear.
So
The word
baby,
fear.
what is fear?
I think fear for me, fear is yes. It's a feeling. It's a mindset. Fear always gets yourself. Fear is a very great factor in our lives
Yeah.
because we 90% of our lives we have feelings and emotions. So I think fear is one of the
Yeah.
one of the greater things. In
Yes.
for me, it's essential to speak about fear, but it's a feeling of an anxiety and this feeling of feeling you are scared of something. So that's what I think.
Yeah. So I can relate with you though. Like fear, it's more like a feeling. It's more. It gives you depression. It gives you angst. It gives you all things that is not aligned with peace though.
It's not
So,
lying with peace. That's
yeah.
wonderful. Guys.
So to me, I believe that fear comes. It falls under the place of darkness.
You can
what?
you can say it, yeah, because fear. Yes, because fear actually can keep you in the place of darkness.
Darkness,
Sometimes we
yeah.
fear. I don't know how will I
Yeah.
make it tomorrow. I'm afraid of going for that task, for that
Yeah.
challenge. So I think you're right on that one. Fear
Yeah.
is a point of reference of ignorance, things that you don't know about, and you normally fear for the things that you don't know.
Yeah. And what I
Yeah.
can say also fear can also like tend you to often struggle to come more out.
Exactly.
My way of coming out, the meaning of coming out is where like we often tend to not be able to stand up or
Yeah.
come out to speak more out
Ah.
for what is right, and in that fear we have we then align with what is wrong.
We align
So
with what
that
is
fear
wrong.
makes us like to align us more with wrong, with more like
Wow,
negative of
very interesting. So,
Yeah.
so what you're trying to say? So, when there's fear with the tendency of going do more wrong, our
Yeah.
response is a more thing to do wrong than doing good from the fear. So
Yes.
today we're gonna try and change this to our viewers so that they can align that fear, take that fear, and turn it into something good,
Good.
and be do. I see. So fear of rejection. Let's go there. What do you think fear of rejection, especially when it comes to your age group, fear of rejection. Now here you are, you have fear of being rejected by a friend. What do you
Yeah.
think? What do you think of that fear? Speak about that.
So fear of rejection, I do think of like we often want to be more seen. We often want to be
Yes.
more known. We
Exactly.
often want to be more popular though.
Yeah.
So with that not being more popular, not being seen, not being like accepted, brings us into fear, like in the
Wow.
darkest place though.
Wow.
So that brings us more to being isolated also in
Okay.
fear.
Okay, that's
and
great.
Yeah. that's it.
Isolation in fear. So isolation in fear is actually like something that when you fear now, let me rather join something or someone in order to align myself so that I can be accepted, because fear and rejection. So fear is an element of rejection actually. So
Yeah.
if you fear to be alone, then you rather would say, okay,
You turn to
let me
somewhere else
turn
in order to
something,
get
yeah,
there.
to get there, so that you don't, so that fear of being alone, you don't want to get there.
Yeah.
Nice one. So
It also comes with
yeah.
the feeling though, like that feeling that just makes you like you don't want this feeling. That's why you turn to how can I say that what Brother Eddie just said.
Yeah, awesome. I told you guys it's gonna be a great topic, and I want if you, I mean, when you sit now and listen to us, Just think about something that you had fear on, something that you fear. Just think about now what was the terrible thing that you feared of. We fears about our fears in life is million times now. I mean, we can speak about any fear right now. Okay, just think about fear. There's a lot of type of fears that we get. We fear so much stuff in our lives, and it, as you said, it aligns us of being wrong. So we hope we're going to try to change you this. Be with us, stay with us, because we're going to try with you change this method of having fear, and then you do wrong stuff. Now, one of the things that we normally see when it comes to fear, it takes us now to align to wrong stuff. Now, one of the things that comes to my mind, so if you, the peer pressure that we spoke about in the last episode, so if you have fear of being different, so you would rather align yourself than fitting into the crowd, and then that fear of rejection because you're different. I think that is the thing. In this case, what you're
and that's where you like just lower yourself into that surroundings. You're different, but now you just bring yourself down in order to be accepted, in order to be in the same line with your surroundings. If that makes sense.
It makes sense. So this fear is actually very, very, very dangerous. In effect, it can actually destroy our character. First thing, it can destroy our character. It can destroy our values actually. If you can see our values, if we have values, how you see life, what you want to do. So fear can bring you in a place where you will normally do things which you don't want to do, but because you fear of being alone. Like for instance, 10 people in a say 100 youngsters say now, no. If you say put up your hand, there's a statement that say, look here, I will jump in the Pacific Ocean, and then everybody say, yes, I will jump in the Pacific Ocean. Everybody's saying, now you stand up and say, no, I will not risk my life jumping in the Pacific Ocean, and then you will feel others say, boo, boo, because that is the thing, that fear of rejection, it isolates you, and then you say, no, everybody might do, but you can't swim well. You're putting yourself into the wrong thing because you want to be accepted, because the fear of not being accepted, the fear of being alone is getting you. So that's one of, guys, we're going to just do random things. We're not going to speak about a specific one. So we're going to touch on some factors, what do you think fear is and how you can actually, so we help us here. We are with you, you're with us in order to win this topic, because this is a very broad topic. It's not even one episode enough. One is not enough. Yeah. You can take it away. You can take it away. I see. I saw you wrote another some notes. Give us some of your notes. Let the viewers hear what you have said about fear.
So I basically just like back to what I said. Fear is not being able to stand up. Stand up for yourself. Fear is not being able to speak more out. Fear brings you. Fear is being afraid. Fear is being, like Brother Eddie said, being rejected and all that. And fear can bring you to some point of, I don't know.
Fear can bring you to some point of trying to compromise. You want to compromise certain situations. You want to compromise certain things that you would not normally do, and you will go for it, because the fear of having to not doing the certain thing that will actually makes you feel okay. I'd rather just and fear brings you into submit to things that you don't like. There we go. Fear. That's what fear does. So
So do not fear.
Do not fear. We hope, because fear is keeping us away from our dreams. Fear doesn't do those things. It makes us keeping away from our dreams. It also makes us to be accepted. To be accepted. Oh my word, acceptance. The feeling of being different, man, it is for me. It is very. They always say, why you want to be like that? All of us are saying yes. Why are you saying no? No, let's go, let's do it. That's the thing, because the fear. Some of the people just say yes because they don't want to feel isolated, so they fear of being different, and I think that is the problem that most of our people have. I don't care what age you are, we all face that. So there's something more that you have.
So I wrote you down that sometimes our youth, we can like I said, fear too falls under being dishonest. we might be dishonest in fear, and yes, we all have been dishonest, wanting to be honest, but because of fear, we are dishonest. We want to be honest, but because of we have that feeling of what is gonna happen, like what are you gonna say, like you're very anxious though, and you start to align yourself with being dishonest.
Wow.
So that like
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. So the fear actually brings you into dishonesty because you are afraid of telling the truth because the truth is going to lead to something, and that something will lead to something, and it will be the something that you don't want people to see. Wow, brilliant! This is a brilliant one. I hope you write this note down because she is like some beautiful, wonderful notes on fear. Wonderful. There's another one. Did you see it? You have another one there.
I do have one which says, "What has told Brother Eddie of fear falls was now in darkness." And then fear is darkness, and it's up to us if we want to stay in that fear. It's up to us in choices that we make. We tend to make, and we spoke about choices though. That choices brings you consequences in that fear though. So it's up to us if we,
Up to us if we let fear conquer our
and we can
lives.
overcome fear though.
Yeah. Now, here's another thing that I want to say. Now, I think it was this one. I know you guys don't want to go to the Bible, but we need to go to the Bible to this one. I don't know specific that scripture, but it says in the Bible that the Lord didn't make us a spirit of fear, but from power and a sound mind. So a sound mind is something that doesn't have fear.
Yeah.
It acts on vibrations, with passion and stuff. Yeah. So we haven't received anything. So what is fear? Fear is then a lie. So fear is not part of us actually. Fear was not supposed to be around us in our DNA. We were not made in it. For those ones that doesn't want to hear about church stuff. But we're just trying to show you that the topic we're talking about goes very deep. As the Bible says, for God hasn't given us a spirit of fear, but from power and a sound mind. So there's nothing that we're supposed to fear. If we fear, how would you deal with fear if you fear of something? Say you fear your mother will die, or you fear your father will die, you fear your friends will leave you. How do you think, how will you cope when it comes to
well, thinking of dying, one of my fears was of me dying, like what's gonna happen with my body, like I'm going under the ground, or my ants are gonna eat me, all this stuff, like that's I was thinking. But
the ants is gonna eat you.
Yeah.
The ants will eat you. Can you still send me a little bit?
Yeah.
There you go. I will stay
The
there.
ants still like watching the under though.
Yeah. I mean, if my father died, I think it's almost 2 years ago. This year. If we go and take out that grave now, what do you think? What you will get? You will get my father there.
No.
You will get. There will be ants. There will be worms. There will be stuff. So one thing that we don't like to talk about is fear of death. Thank you for bringing that up. So the fear of death is one of the greatest things that we fear of death, and we are not, I repeat, and not supposed to fear death even. Yeah. Even death we're not supposed to. But even if we say this, it is very hard for people to accept that because we have been taught fear. Oh, dying. I'm gonna lose this world. You see, I'm gonna lose my life.
Yeah.
Like you thought. Yes, if I die now, that's beautiful face. Those ants are gonna eat everything. Oh, and I'm a pure cop. Yeah. But God created us like that.
And like what I also thought was like with the rejection part came like I'm gonna die and like no one's they're all gonna forget me and all that. Like I won't be here. So dying.
But the thing is that one thing that I love about now, we only made for a year for a certain time.
Yeah.
And how we spend the time, it's up to us how we spend the time. And if we spend our time doing the most of our lives that we get, then I don't think you need to fear anything. Then you are empty. When you die, you're empty. Why? If you leave a body there, it is still full of dreams. Then I would be afraid of the ants are going to eat everything up that is left. So you must leave nothing when you die in that grave. But if you left something there, then you're going to be like that. Oh, I fear. I think you must fear for death when you haven't lived to your fullness. Yeah. I think from my side, I think You must fear for death if you haven't take the full opportunity and living life to the fullest. So by the time when you die, you only give something, some food for the ants and for the worms, but there's nothing else that goes to the grave. You have emptied yourself. That's what I think. Give now in your life, give everything that you have, in every moment, every second, and make the best of everything in a good way. You told me, try to make something good about what fear is. So, and then you change that fear every time, and by the time when you get by death, it's a profit. It becomes a profit because you have loved so much with this opportunity. When you die, you're not afraid because I have done what I have done.
Yeah.
You see, the problem that we die and we fear is because we owe life. We owe life. We know I can't die now.
Yeah.
Man, I cannot die now because I wanted to do this. Huh? Death is now here, and that's it. No, your time is up. You see, I think that's most of the time why people now they don't have rest. That's why they fear that because they haven't lived fully. If you live fully, say, okay, you're here, I'm done. Then you give yourself away.
Yeah.
But you don't die. After death, you don't die. You only die physically. So this body will leave us.
Yeah.
And then you will be in the spirit. You are actually now in this body. If you came out of this body now, this body will lay here. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. But we still make so much of it. But it's absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's just the body.
Just the body. It gets sick. It has pains. You must give everything to him. Otherwise, he is for nothing. And you must always wash him. Must keep him clean. Give him some nice fragrance. Otherwise, if you don't give him that, he will not be so good. And if you don't make him good, looking good, then he will not look good. So somehow this thing has become a burden to us because if you don't wash for 2 days, if you don't wash for 2 days.
Yeah.
Just think about it. You will feel that 2 days.
Yeah.
You will feel that 2 days. You will stink.
Just the thought of it,
Just the thought of it, And everything that you have to do with this body, that's not our life. Our life is inside. Your dreams is inside of you. So you have to live from that part, and that is life. So when you say, I'm gonna pass over, you give this body away, and you pass over from this life. So it's actually not death. What death is the death of the body. Yeah, it is the death of the body. Not the death of the soul, it's the death of the body. Your body dies. But you still live.
Yeah, I was also about to say, but you don't die.
But you don't die.
You don't die.
This is a brilliant one.
Yeah.
There's something more that you want to say.
Just a verse, is it?
Yeah. Wait. So you wanted to read the verse?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
So just like saying though, so if I believe though, like fear is a spirit though. If that's
fear, right? Here's the thing. Fear is a spirit. We will go into that deeply, but fear is a spirit. But just remember that fear is a spirit. You can continue.
Okay. So I do have a psalm here, a verse which is Psalm 111, verse 10. The fear of Jehovah is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do His commandments.
Wow.
So we fear. We should actually the first thing we should fear is God, nothing else. But
yeah, and now this fear comes into a point where it's not the motion fear, it is the wisdom of what God is. I mean, if you know what God is, you will fear Him. That we were talking about that fear. We're not talking about the fear of motion. Oh, I'm afraid of driving a car.
Yeah.
That is not the fear we're talking about. The absolute fear, the fear of knowing that God is Almighty.
Yeah.
That fear of knowing that something is that. That is the fear you were talking about. And there's a lot of fears that we actually can express. God's fear is different than the fear that we as men experience as emotions. But God's fear is like, hey, you must know who God is. Don't come play with God. It's wisdom. It says, now I know. So you get fears of wisdom, then you get fears of emotion. So we are talking about the emotion part of the fears. So then you get fears of fearing God, and you get fears of our natural feelings. That I fear a snake. If a snake come in here, we will both run off now because we're afraid of this cobra is coming in. Why are you here? Snake, pew, 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 and you will do anything. But that is a normal natural fear.
Yeah.
So natural fears is things that we must get out of ourselves. We need to get that out of it. That's why we're talking about you today. To get all these natural fears out of your life. see it in real life. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something more.
So.
Okay. So, what do we want to say today? We want to tell you guys today that even celebrities. Let me just see. Even celebrities like Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, many of them had fears once when they started their careers, when they started their singing careers. So stage fright. Say you understand? Like you had fear the first time you came here, and I also have been here when I started my first podcast, and I somehow throw you in the deep side.
Yeah.
I say,
Yeah.
but slowly, gradually, you're leaving that fear. So fear is ignorance. It's because you don't know to standing here now. You feel, oh, what do I want to do now? What I will say? People is looking at me. It is that.
Yeah, it is.
But every time when you say, oh, no, man, I'm getting used to the fact that they can see me. I'm used to speaking behind the mic. I'm in the face of you guys. Slowly, you are leaving ignorance. Now, what is fear? Fear is ignorance of something that you don't understand, but that's why you fear it, because it's not known unto you. If you now know how to drive, will you fear to drive?
No.
You will not definitely, man, I can do it now.
I will drive
but
confidently.
But if I give you now the keys, driver, don't do that to me.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me. So fear comes from a sign which is told from darkness. So darkness we can describe as ignorance, because you don't know, and that don't know makes you fear. But the more you know, the more light comes in you, and then I know this one. For instance, if your manager asks you to make a speech in the meeting, why you come and ask me to make speech in front of the yeah, I will be afraid. But because if she asks you second time, the third time, the fourth time, oh man, today guys, we in the house, yes, we are doing this in work, and yes, you must do that. This is what the manager says, and then you may have attitude, you're confident. That's why you've left that ignorance, you've left that fear of doing something for you. So fear we must face, we must take it on. You can't have. Fear will never disappear from us. That's what I want to say. Fear will never leave our realm. It will never leave our realm. To overcome fear is not to go to run from it, hide from it. It's go through it. Because then you will know, and it's like, okay, that's what I was afraid of. So fear is the unknown. Yeah. And that's where God comes in. God is the unknown.
Yeah.
You see.
I like the Minister Sergio said something. We should try. We should trust to a point of not understanding.
There you go. Yeah. Because that's the fear of God. Hey, that's one. Something else, because He will make you think you're afraid, and you say, no, that's the thing. So God is a great unknown. He makes Himself known, but it's not enough to know Him, and that brings the fear. Remember, fear comes from the unknown, and then God will even tell you, don't be afraid. But there's no other way for you. When He spoke to you, don't be afraid, and it means you now been coming to know His voice, and fear will slowly leave you, because light comes now. You can tell me, if I put the lights off here and it's very dark, I close everything, you will have a sense of fear. Because why? You can't see anything.
And you want to see those.
You want to see, where am I? Am I standing? Am I sleeping? Am I falling? Where am I now? And then that feeling of not knowing, oh man, that thing will actually, so fear comes from the unknown. Remember that, people. I hope so far, if you do like our content, you can like, subscribe. We will send it to everyone, to you guys. As you know by now, you will see it. So we will send it, and please join us, man. Subscribe if you don't want to watch us. At least subscribe so that other people can watch, because there are people out there that want to hear about fear. So we will, from now on, send to every friend of us to ask them to listen to it on YouTube. But thank you for you that always watch. I see people. I do see people are watching. But we still have a small audience. But we from outside, we will dedicate ourselves sending all these videos to you guys, because we take effort, we take sacrifice of creating this content for you guys in order to pursue what we think people know. It is for the youth, it's for the adults, for everyone. So tune us with us, subscribe with us, be with us. You don't have to be shy. And if you want to be in the show, you can contact Anna. She will be the one that will take all the people that wants to be, or if I have somebody, I will tell her that I have somebody on the show and she wants to be here because I want her actually to be good in this presenting and podcasting because podcasting is taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fear is the thing. So remember, my closing thing. I feel fear. Conquer your fear. Make sure that you can overcome fear, and don't be afraid. You are not a spirit of fear, but from power and a sound mind. That's my last words.
Yeah. So we are conquerors. We are born conquerors. We are born fearlessness. It's just we should.
Yeah. Tell them
Be
the last. Give them something to think of, and then we're out of here.
So what I can just say is that you shouldn't don't fear, man. There's something more than just being, how can I say?
Being limited of the knowing of fear. There's more than just fear.
It might not be easy though, also. But
They say it might not be easy, but it's you can accomplish this thing. I mean, she still a little bit fear of the game, but she's moving there. This is now her second time, but the third time is going to be even greater. The second time because we're in the 4th episode, but guys, I want you to see from outside that I was very shy. I was very shy of speaking to everybody. I was stuttering like hell, but I had to overcome that fear of not talking well, being afraid. What will people say about me? Oh my word! I cannot talk. Will you listen to me? Am I good behind the camera? Do I look good? No. So I had all these things, but I said to myself, no. The more you don't think what people will think of you, the better you will become, and that's also a thing. My side, I am done. I will see you next time on Chat Buzz. Do you have any last words for them?
So be blessed. Have a blessing day. That's not the last time we're speaking about fear. There will be more speakers about fear, and it will be much more greater though.
Yeah.
So be expected.
Yeah, and also we will see you next time. This is our 4th episode. We will see you in the next episode, and it will be about being brave. That one. So check out that one. You can send it. You can comment to us. Like us. Come on, guys. We need your support, and we will see you next time on Chat Buzz. See you. Bye bye. Bye bye.